How does wireless charging work? And how do I make one?
Oh, hello. Thanks, Electric Elephant, for your delightful question. Wireless charging honestly makes me think of that infamous Arthur C. Clarke quote, which is like, any sufficiently advanced form of technology is indistinguishable from magic. Ooh, spooky and fun. But seriously, every time I build a project, especially with electricity, using these invisible forces, I kind of feel like a wizard because by understanding how the rules and patterns of the things in our universe work, understanding how things behave, and using that knowledge to make fun things, we can manipulate the world around us in really surprising ways. And sometimes we get to feel like wizards or magicians, or pick your special spooky word. So, wireless charging. How does it work? Well, first, let's check out this really, really rad demo that demonstrates the basics of how it works. I guess that's what a demo does, is it demonstrates something. Okay, let's see if I can get it right in the mirror. Oh, my phone turned off, that's why. Okay, hold on. Classic demo. Okay. So this is using NFC wireless contact payments, basically, which is pretty much the same fundamental concept. That's another kind of cool thing, is once we start to understand the basics in our world, a lot of those things crop up in different places. This is a very similar phenomenon to how speakers work, to how motors work, and all kinds of things that are moved by electricity. And so what is happening here is that we are using a coil of wire to blink this LED. There's nothing else on this breadboard, I promise you. That's it. It's a coil of wire and an LED. There is no power source here. All of the power is coming from the phone wirelessly. Ooh, through the air. Fun. Okay, so how does that actually work? I'm gonna simplify this a lot, okay? So if you are super duper curious and you want to get into the nitty gritty details, I have a whole series on electromagnetics. We get real deep, we do the math. It's very fun, it's slightly advanced, but you are capable of it, especially if you are curious about it. So this video, very high level overview. We will not do math. That's okay. We don't always have to do math to understand things, although it can be very helpful. Okay, anyway, wireless charging. How does it work? So there are three key pieces of info here. Number one, electricity can create magnetic fields. They are basically the same thing. Magnetic fields, aka magnets, can also create electricity. Vice versa, yeah, fun. But there's a caveat. There's always a caveat. There's always a catch. There's always a price with magic. The electricity, or the magnetic field, has to be moving. With electricity, that's kind of like, oh, well, no problem, more or less, because electricity tends to move through things. But with magnetic fields, that means that if you have a magnet, you gotta wave it around really fast to generate electricity in a conductor, like a piece of wire. Okay, that's key info number one. Key info number two. The created or generated field is created in a specific direction. And because we are building on the knowledge of lots of other people that came before us, we can use their knowledge, and we're going to use a rule called the right hand grip rule by Fleming. Thank you, Fleming. And this helps us to figure out where and how the generated electric or magnetic field is made so that we can do things with this field. And so that brings us to our three key piece of information, which is that if we have a coil of wire, hey, a coil of wire, hello, then the electricity is moving in loops. And so I might imagine my thumb kind of traveling around this. And what that results in is a magnetic field that largely points through the center, boop boop towards you, largely points through the center of the coil, but also kind of loops around. And that magnetic field, the key part here, is that the magnetic field extends beyond the coil into the air. Huh, It's invisible. That's really cool. And so we can create or induce electricity by using two of these coils. So the first coil is basically the charging coil, or you might call it the transmitter coil. So this is the one that we put energy into. So we send electricity through this coil, and then that generates a magnetic field. And so I want to show you on the back of my phone. I was kind of wondering what these like circle things were, because my last case did not have that. And of course, I lost my magnetic field viewer. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. I found it. So I have a handy dandy piece of paper that allows us to see magnetic fields. And so, oh look, you can see my reflection. Okay, the glare is annoying. But basically, I realized, so this circle, I was like, what is this doing here? This is telling you where to do contactless payments. Would have never guessed that. But sometimes obvious things don't cross my mind. And so by pushing this paper on top, oh, did it turn off? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. The glare is really difficult. You got glare from all kinds of directions coming in here. You tune in for the content and not for the videography. But basically this like very faint, oh, there we go. Now we can see a little bit better. There's kind of the residue, if you will, of the magnetic field from the back of the phone. So there's a coil in the phone. This is our transmitter coil. And then we make a second coil, and by putting that second coil next to our transmitter coil, we are transmitting the magnetic field from, oh no, it turned off, okay. I stopped the contactless payment. We are transmitting the magnetic field from the transmitter coil into the secondary coil, and that, the magnetic field that hits this coil is just like the magnetic field in the initial one, but this time it creates an electrical current that runs through the wire and powers our little LED. Ta-da! It's really cool. So basically, it's the same thing that happens in the first coil, but in reverse. So wild and magical and awesome. That's pretty much it. As you can see, we got our LED to blink with nothing else on this circuit board. Now, our phones and other electronic devices are a little bit more complicated, and if you noticed, it was blinking, and you were like, why is it blinking? So something briefly mentioned, mumble about this generates AC, and electronic devices typically need DC current. DC is straight, AC is up and down. So you need a special part called a rectifier to take the AC current that's generated and convert it into DC. Okay. Anyway, if you're curious about building your own, you need a rectifier if you want to actually build your own charger. But for an LED, for powering a little LED, it's totally fine. But that's pretty much it. 3 pieces of info. Electricity generates magnetic fields and vice versa. We can figure out the direction of the magnetic field, and then we can use that to make special shapes like coils that allow us to transmit electricity across the air. You might also have noticed there's a very small distance. So it goes. It's not very power efficient, which is why it hasn't taken over yet, but one can hope. All right. Big shout out to the folks at Make and the lovely person Lee Wilkins. Thank you for the photos and the little write-up. I point you to their amazing write-up if you want to learn more about building your own, or please feel free to ask me questions in the comments. Thanks very much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Bye!